Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about supplements. But before I do, I want to suggest you to go check out some videos I made before that you might find helpful. They're about beginners and how they should approach nutrition, training, and rest days and hydration, alright? But let's talk about supplements because that's why you're here. The main question you probably have is, should I take them? And my answer to you is not really. But if you want to take them, it's better that you have a knowledge about them. So that's why I'm here for you today. The most common, I'm sure you heard about, is protein powder, right? But what is protein powder? Is it a steroid? Or like people think, I was talking to a guy in the gym the other day and he was telling me like, yeah, you take protein powder? I was like, no, not really. I was like, oh, you're all natural. I was like, what? Protein does not make you not natural, you know? But anyway, let's talk about what protein powder is. Basically, protein powder is synthesized protein taken from milk, from those products, from actual foods, all right? It's just a convenient way to take it, you know? In my opinion, you should use food to supplement, not supplement, but like to take the protein you need. But if you really want to take it, go ahead. But know that there are different types of protein. It's normally divided into whey protein, into casein protein, and hydrolyzed protein. Hydrolyzed is like the new one, the fancy one, you know, and probably more expensive from what I remember. But yeah, whey protein is the most popular because it's a fast acting protein. So it's recommended normally to take after the workout because it's broken down and it's fastly absorbed. Then you have casein, which is more of a slower digestion protein. And then you have hydrolyzed, is the most broken down, it's the fastest absorbing. So like if you're thinking about whey protein, some substitutes of whey protein are just any simple chicken breast, egg whites, you know. While if you're thinking about casein of a slower release protein, then you might want to use foods similar to foods like cheese, yogurts, you know, mozzarella, you know. Those things are the equivalent of casein because they're slower release protein. All the meats and fish, they are mostly fast digesting proteins, all right? Second supplement that you might have heard of is creatine. What is creatine? A steroid? No, it's not a steroid, you know. None of these supplements I'm going to talk about are steroids, you know. And creatine, what is creatine? What does creatine do? Creatine you can find in pills or in powder. Basically what creatine does, it helps to have the muscles to increase the ATP in the muscle. So basically your energy in the muscles is composed of ATP, which is the fastest used energy when you're lifting, but it only lasts a few seconds. So after a few seconds, you're done with ATP. And then what comes in is the glycogen in the muscle. And then if you're training for like long periods of time, then the anaerobic system comes into play. But this is not what we're talking about. So by you supplementing with creatine, what you're going to do is you're going to increase the creatine content in the muscle. So when the muscle is training, instead of the ATP produced being so low and quickly run out, you're gonna have a little bit more, which is gonna help you to train, maybe do that one extra rep, you know. It's nothing crazy, but it's helpful to supplement with it, you know. I personally do. And something you might find also with the supplement is that it's gonna put on some weight on you, maybe 2-3 kilo in my occasion, but it might be nothing for you, maybe more for you, but it's gonna be water weight, you know, because it's gonna help bring water in the muscle and it's also gonna replenish these ATP stores, you know. Next up, what we got pre-workouts. So this is an interesting topic, you know. A lot of people take pre-workouts every day, you know. Like I take them, not right now I don't take them, I used to take them, I take them like randomly, you know. But the problem is when you take it, like what I was thinking is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take it one workout per week, you know, just one, you know, to have the little edge. Then you start 2 workouts a week, 3 workouts a week, and then you take it every day. And what this does to you, it accustoms your body to some kind of stimulant, some kind of like extra boost before the workout, you know, which in my experience, when I come off of it, maybe a couple of months pass by and the workouts are just as good, you know. So basically what is a pre-workout? It's just some energy booster that you take before the gym. There are a lot of different things inside, which doesn't really matter. You might find stimulant-free pre-workouts that are focused on increasing the pump, you know. These are just added benefit. You have the money for it? Yeah, sure, buy it. Do you really need it? Not really. You can train without it and you're gonna be fine as well, you know. What we got next? BCAAs, what is BCAAs? BCAAs is actually a very nice supplement, but not really necessary, because BCAAs, what they are, they're branched-chain amino acids, which is basically a group of amino acids that amino acids is protein, you know. So this is just kind of like protein powder, but it's only 3 specific amino acids, you know. Now this is another supplement that if you have the money for it, take it. Do you need it as a beginner? Not really, but you might have heard it, so I'm just telling you what it is. And now let's move to probably some of the most common, which is multivitamin and like mineral supplements, vitamin supplements. Now with this thing you have to be careful, because if you do have a deficiency, then of course see the doctor and then you might be prescribed with them. If you don't have any deficiency and you take them, what you might do is alterate the equilibrium. Now what am I saying with this? Because basically every mineral and vitamin, they are connected with each other. So basically if you increase just the quantity of one, it's gonna have a negative effect on another vitamin or mineral, you know. So the best way would be to take everybody and take all of these and take more of them, but another problem is that you might overdose with this. Not a lot, but it's possible. So, you know, like my suggestion is you don't really need the multivitamin. Yes, it's precaution, you can take it, but like I've had some let's say bad experiences from taking it after I was taking it like straight for 4 years. I was thinking, oh, I take it, I'm not gonna get sick, you know. And then you might get like some side effects, like, you know, in the digestion, you know, this type of thing, in the intestinal rhythm, you know, this type of thing. So you don't really need it. Maybe the only one that I can suggest is if you live in a country where there is not a lot of sun in the winter, then you might have a vitamin D deficiency. I was reading some papers at uni and they were saying that a lot of people have vitamin D deficiency and they don't even know it, you know. So if you live in a country and in the winter you don't get a lot of sun, sure, take a vitamin D supplements, but only in the winter because you don't really need it. Anyway guys, I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna quickly summarize what you have listened to for your information. Protein powder, do you need it? Not really. Then we have BCAAs. Do you need it? Not really. They're both some kind of amino acid, you know, protein supplements, which you don't really need. You can get it from food anyway. Pre-workouts, do you need it? Not really. Is it nice to take? Yeah, sure. And we got creatine. Now this is probably something that I would recommend, but as a beginner, you don't need it. I would say train for like 1 year without any supplement. Then you want to jump on something, take some supplements. Sure, maybe creatine is the first one that you could give it a try. And then multivitamins, vitamins and minerals. This you might want to check with your doctor or with your health practitioner if you have any deficiency. If you don't, maybe vitamin D in the winter, but you don't really need anything else. Anyway guys, this is about it. I hope you find it helpful. If you have any comment, any question, put it down below. Write them, I'll gladly answer or make a video about it. Subscribe to hear more videos, and don't forget to check out my website gshealthcoach.com, where you can find my free workout plan for you. You're gonna find a free nutritional guide, and you're also gonna find a free program where I show you stretches and strengthening exercise for your back. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.